All right, so this is going to be a better webinar experience, obviously, than the other one. So everything is real time, especially when we're doing trainings. I think this is probably the best option to go. But anyway, I want to welcome you to tonight's webinar, and we're going to go over a couple things. I am going to show you how to set up your blog. There's so much you can do with this system, and so much that we have not completed yet, so much more we're going to do with it. So this is just the beginning of what's to come. But before I get into that, I do want to cover this now because I'm not going to go over it later. I probably will forget. Tomorrow, this is the actual sales page of the system. Obviously, this video is not going to be here. It's going to be another video that's going to be here, but this page will be going live tomorrow. So I don't know when, so don't ask me what time. So originally, I have it set up to go live after the webinar tomorrow night, but I'm probably going to activate it before the webinar tomorrow night so that you all can start promoting this and be able to get sales directly promoting the system, obviously. So the contest does start tomorrow, so you can kind of check back and see if it's up. It will be, well, I guess I don't have to give you the domain name, but if you use your JVZoo link, whenever you use it, you're going to notice the page change, and it's going to start going to this. So you can kind of check periodically throughout the day. It's a very nice sales page. Obviously, the video is a very nice video. Tells people what they're getting here. The tools alone that people are getting is worth the price of admission, all right? But in addition to that, you know, we're adding internet marketing training. Well, based upon everything that I know personally, that have helped me earn the income that I've generated and had the success that I've had online. So all of these modules are bonuses that people are getting in addition to the tools, okay, which the tools are worth more than what people are actually paying for. So the training in itself, I know some people are probably going to want to know, but when is it coming? That will be live in January, all right? That gives us enough time to work out all the bugs that may be in the system that people report, and then from there we're able to integrate everything in here. Now we are probably going to do some of these on live webinars as well, so but everything all in all from a university standpoint, if you want to call it that, will be live January 1st. However, the system, when people purchase the system, they are able to access the system immediately. There's no waiting. You don't have to wait or anything like that. Get it immediately. We also added a video here in the beginning where people were kind of getting hung up on, and we're going to, again, add a whole lot more to the system. So, as promised, I'm going to show you how to set this up. Again, this is phase 1. Phase 2 is coming here real soon. We're going to do a whole lot of cool stuff to this, but what you have now is a lot for some of you all. Some of you all are probably overwhelmed with all of the stuff back here, all the stuff that you can do with it, and that's completely normal because it's new. All right, and anything that's new is going to seem like it's overwhelming because you never actually used it before. But the first thing I'm going to actually show you how to do is twofold. First of all, first thing is what everybody should do. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it at? Is domain mapping, and I do not see domain mapping. Unless I'm overlooking it. Where's domain mapping? I don't see domain mapping. I don't see domain mapping. Tools. Oh, here it is. All right, domain mapping is under tools, but we're going to put it back over here where you all can easily find it, okay? But the first thing you need to do is domain mapping, all right? And I recommend that you do this with, it's easier with Namecheap. I don't know how you do it with GoDaddy, honestly, because I don't use GoDaddy. GoDaddy, their domain names are cheap maybe for the first year, and after that you're paying like $15, $20. That's ridiculous. I use Namecheap, so I'm going to show you how to do that here. And we do have a video on this, but I'm going to show you live because this is a part of the branding thing that we're going to be talking about tonight. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So we're going to go to namecheap.com, and I like them. I've been using them for years because their domain names are probably the cheapest out there, and it's consistent. Everything is overall is consistent. Now, their support is probably not as good as GoDaddy's, but you don't have to worry about your domain names costing $20 a second year, which I think is absolutely ridiculous to pay that for a domain name. So in order for you to do domain mapping, obviously is really simple. You're going to take this IP address here and you're just going to right click and copy. And I'm going to show you from a perspective of one that I've already done, which is the hopegiver.net. So once you come over here, you're going to go to your domain name and hit manage. And once you hit manage, and this webinar is being recorded, all right, once you hit manage, you're going to go to advanced DNS. And then once you go to advanced DNS, you are going to add a new record. All right, so just click add a new record. You're going to choose a record, and then you're going to put the @ symbol, all right, which I've already done that. And then you're going to just paste the IP address there, leave it on automatic, and hit this green check mark to save changes. And then you're going to add another record, all right, another A record. Then you're going to hit www. Then you're going to paste the IP address, leave it on automatic, hit the green check bar. All right. Then after you do that, all you will have to wait is say it take up to 24 hours, but generally this happens within a few minutes within Namecheap. Okay, 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. All right, it will propagate. Then once it propagates, you'll be able to add your domain name here. Obviously, I've already added mine, and then it will say valid. Okay, once it fully points towards our server and the domain name is mapped. Once you do that, your system is completely branded to your domain name. I recommend everybody go and get a domain name tonight and do that. It's only going to cost you at the most 12 bucks. Okay, 12 bucks a year for you to do that. So now whenever you're promoting your blog, for example, you're using whatever your domain name is, .com or whatever it is, okay, versus ulpblog.com/ whatever your username is. Okay, you want to brand it for your domain name so people don't know where it's coming from. All right. Next thing is we do have a blog built into this. Now by default, let me go to this. All right, by default, this is our default theme that comes with the system. Now obviously this didn't come with the system. We just added this recently. All right, but this is the theme. All right, that comes with the system, and you can pretty much customize a lot on it. I don't know if we're done tweaking it, but we will tweak it accordingly, however much we need to make it look the way that it needs to look. All right, but for the most part, this is the custom theme. You have a lot of you all have your name here at the bottom. We just made tweaks to it, and I see people typing questions. All right. But you can have your name here at the bottom. You can remove your name now. You can remove the picture if you want. You can customize the header, put your own branding there. You can change anything in the widget area. You can even add a footer area to it. We just did that today. A lot. So I'm going to actually show you how to do that. So we're going to come over here. All right. So this is probably the easiest thing to work with for newbies. So if you're new to this, you know, we do have a lot of other themes, which I'm going to show you here. All right. If you're new and you just want something nice and something customized quick, I will stick with the default theme until you get comfortable with the system. All right. Though we do have a lot of other themes, and we are going to add more. Okay. Which I'm not really familiar with all these, to be honest with you. Some of them I am. A lot of them I'm not. All right, so I can't really show you how to do a lot of these things. Okay, but the options are there just in case you are experienced bloggers and WordPress users, so you could use something else. However, if you're new, I recommend you just stay with what comes with the system, because here's why. All right, first thing we are going to do is go to theme options. I'm on appearance. I'm going to click on theme options. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is change this picture here. Now my picture is on there by default, but you can actually change it to your own picture. All right, so I'm actually going to remove that one, and I'm going to upload a picture. So you can upload a file from your computer, or you can choose what's already in here. I already have one in here I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use this one. All right, and I'm going to hit select, and I believe that was the right one. And you see you can turn your hold on, let me say this first. All right, and give it a moment. It takes a moment to save, and then once it actually saves, it's gonna pop up like this. Okay, you gotta give it a moment. And now let's see here. All right, so you say disable your name. I'm gonna show you. Now you see it. My name is not there. I'm actually gonna turn it back on. Okay, allow that to save. Boom, it's saved. Okay, refresh, and it should show up. All right, now you see the name is there. Now we are able to do some change the color on the name text, I believe. Font color for your name. All right, so if you wanted to keep your name there, all right, and you wanted to change the font color for it, you can do that depending on the color of your banner that you have here at the top. Now I'm going to remove the name because I don't want my name there. You can disable the profile image if you want as well. Hit save, and let's say if you wanted a full banner image with no picture here, you can just disable that stuff, and then if you refresh, you see that the picture will be gone. All right, so we did this with you in mind, depending on what your needs are and how you want to customize it. You see, you can make it yours. All right, but I am going to turn my picture on because I actually like my picture there, so I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to hit save. All right, and that's going to come back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go under header. Now, if you want a customized header, you're going to have to get it according to what the dimensions are that I'm going to show you here in a minute. All right, so if you click on header image, it tells you what size header to get, which is 1102 by 350. 350 is the height, 1102 is the width. So if you want a custom header, this is the size you need to get. Now, if you wanted to get one like mine, for example, which this is the new one I just got done, all right, I can link you up with my graphic designer that did this, or, which is going to be a little bit more expensive, obviously, or if you wanted to go on Fiverr or anywhere, Fiverr, $5, you may not get one that look as good, but you can get a banner with a picture of you at the top, branded for you, okay? You can remove this if you want and just do everything designed for $5 on Fiverr, okay? But this is how you customize the header, all right? You're gonna go to header image, and then you're gonna click on add a new image. Obviously, I've already added a new image, and you can upload that image from your computer, which I guess I can go ahead and do that again. Let me show you how that works. All right, so I'm gonna click on, let me find my files. Branded files. And this is the new one, and I'm gonna hit choose. All right, and then once you choose your header, it's gonna upload. You wanna make sure the right one is checked right here. All right, and then you're gonna hit select and crop. And then you're gonna skip cropping. Make sure you skip cropping, okay? Do not crop it. And then once you do that, all right, once you do that, there it is. All right, then you want to save and publish. And then you're going to hit refresh. And then you see that. Now, how does that look? Does that look nice? Looks like a nice blog, right? And I'm on a 27-inch monitor, so I don't know how this is displaying. It's displaying differently. We probably add some more posts down here at the bottom to fill up that empty space. I don't know. But anyway, that looks very, very, very nice and clean. Okay, completely different new blog. Now, other things that you can do here is you can change the background, which I'm done with this. Let's see here. You can do backgrounds here, but I'm not going to do it there. We're going to come out. I'm not going to put an image in the background, but I believe you can do that here. But also, if you go under theme options, you can go to style options. You can change the background color. This is the background color here, which is this weird thing here. Let's see if I can. E, B, E, B, E, B. Okay, I'm scared to change my background. But if I want to go black, for example, I can do that. You can do a theme border. This is where you upload the background image for this theme. So if you want to do something nice for the background, you can. And then you can hit save. Alright, I'm going to allow it to save. And then I'm going to hit refresh. Did it save? Let's see. Okay, there we go. So hit refresh. Alright, I may have to click another page. Alright, well maybe that did not update yet, but it will. Alright, so that's how you change the background color. If that's not working now, it will be by the time you start doing this. Alright, so the next thing that you can do is obviously you have menus right here. And you don't want to have these menu bars here. So you can actually create pages and put them here. Typically this is what people would do. They would create different pages like an About Me page. They can have a page, just some more pages going to external stuff, all that good stuff. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that. So what you would do is you want to go to menus. And you just want to create a menu. So this is main menu, and I'm just going to find some pages. So I'm gonna add that, add that. This is a capture page. The capture page I built with the page builder shows up here too. So you want to click on view all when you do this. This is the biography page. I want to click add to menu. And let me see. You can add blog posts to the menu if you want. I don't want to do that. Custom links. Here's your external links I was telling you about. Alright, so I'm just going to put my website, joinreginald.com, and then the text I'm going to put work with me directly or whatever. And then you can add that to menu. If you go under pages, for example, and you create a contact us page, that page be here. You can put that there, or you can link it external. You can do anything. You can do. I'm just going to do iamphenom.com, for example. Tools. Oh, recommended. Tools. And whatever other page I want to add. And then what I would do is save. And then let's see what happens. Alright, so I got to figure out how to get this and this off of here. Maybe that's a bug. But you see the background just changed. So these should go away when we do the custom menu. So by the time you do it, it won't be there because that's probably a bug in my program is on the webinar. So, but once you do that, you will only have whatever menus you created here on the webinar. Now, right now you see 2 home buttons, the sample page and all this, because these are bugs, but these will be fixed by the time the webinar is over. So another thing that you can do, let's say if you wanted to do sub pages for the biography page, for example, or the recommended tool page, or any page, all you would simply do is just drag it out like that, and then you will save it. And then once you do that, it's going to create a sub page under whatever page I just drew that on under, which will be the Work With Me Directly. So if I go on to Work With Me Directly, you see recommended tools under that page. All right. So I'm going to take it back out though, because I don't want to do that. Okay, like that, and I'm going to save. All right, and refresh. And now we have a custom menu. Now again, this is a bug. It will be fixed by the time the webinar is over. Because once you create your custom menu, all the other stuff will go away. All right. So if I click on biography, this is actually a page I created, which you see. I did this under pages, and you see it's a very nice looking page. All right. And you can create pages. Pages and posts are 2 different things. Obviously, this is where you would create your pages. Click on pages, and this is where I actually created the biography page. So you can do biography, about me, or whatever you want to call it. And also the pages you build in the system are right here as well. So if you want to link internally to that, you can do that. Work With Me Directly goes to an outside page. Okay. Recommended tools, I probably will build another page. If I'm going to build pages, pages will display like this, all right, which will look completely different than a blog post. And pages are typically what you would put here. Now, recommended tools, typically you will see this on a lot of marketers' websites to where they may have tools that they recommend. Such as autoresponders, you know, you may want to recommend I Am Phenom to your visitors, whatever here. Whatever tools that you recommend that are affiliate programs that you can get paid on, this is where you would do that at. And you see, he's already fixing it now. See, voila, magic. Fixing it now. Is that cool or what? You all can talk and chat if you want. So that's how you do that. Is everybody still on the webinar? Did I teach you something new? All right. Want to make sure if I'm teaching you something new. Okay. So now you see the blog is very nice. All right. It looks like what I want it to look like for the most part. When I send people here, it's not going to say yourblog.com/ you know, whatever it's going to say. Okay. It's going to be branded specifically to me. I can change the background. I'm not looking like everybody else. If I don't want an image here, it don't have to be here. I actually like the image here, but some people may not like that. Now, if you wanted to change everything over here to the right, okay, and put your own banners and all that good stuff, I'm going to show you how to do that. All you would do is go under Appearance and then go to Widgets, okay? And there's actually a couple ways that you can do this. All right, so we do have a footer box as well. I guess I'll turn that on here in a minute. But the sidebar you want to look for here is sidebar 2. And this form here is the Bloom subscribe form, which right now it's not working properly with our built-in autoresponder. However, it will be here probably in a couple days, okay? Because when we use the built-in newsletter, it displays weird, the form. All right, But if you don't want to use our autoresponder for whatever reason, for now, you have Aweber Get Response. It works perfectly with that. As you can see here, this is actually integrated with Get Response, and everything works as it should. However, right now, if you try to do this now with our built-in autoresponder, the form is not going to look right. However, I can assure you in a few days it will. Okay, we have to do some more tweaking to it to make it look properly. But I'll show you how to create that. But once you create that, you will go to Bloom and you would drag that over here, and boom, is there. Okay, which I'm going to get rid of the subscribe button. I don't want to subscribe there. Alright, and you just select whichever form you want to select from Bloom, okay, which I'll show you that later. Image widget, which this is an image that comes on the blog by default, promoting the Winner Within call. All you would do is drag whichever widget you want over here, okay. Where's another image widget? You know what? I hate when I'm overlooking stuff, and I just feel like I'm overlooking something. Okay, here it is. See, I know I was overlooking it. All right, so basically what you would do is drag it over here like this, like so, and then select the image from your computer, which I don't have any images I will put right there. But I'm just going to pretend I'm just going to do this one since it's small, and then you will hit insert into widget, okay, and then you can do alternate text, which that's for SEO purpose. But here's the cool thing, and this is why I like it like this, is because you can link it to a website. So normally in WordPress, you know, you'll have to use a text widget to drag over here to do your banners, and then you'll just have to paste the HTML code, but you don't have to do that anymore. Now you just select image widget, the caption, that doesn't mean anything whatsoever, but you can link it to an external link. So I can do HTTP, I'm going to do iamphenom.com. Alright, you can open and stay in window or open a new window. I recommend that you do a new window. You can select your size, which this widget area is probably 300 by 250. I believe it's 300 by 250. So you don't want to go no bigger than 300 by 250. Actually, that's all I would use here. 300 by 250 as far as your banner. It will look a whole lot better here, okay? And then you can align, center, whatever. I'm going to do none, and I'm just going to hit save, okay? And I have it opening in a new window. There's the link I wanted to link to when people click on it. So you can create your own custom banner if you want. And then I'm going to hit refresh. And there it is here. Okay? And then you click on it, and then it opens the link. So it's something here. Title, let's get rid of the title. Make sure nothing is in the title. Caption, you don't need no caption. Hit save. You see, that's what's showing here. Caption and title. So I'm gonna refresh again, and you look, it's clean, it's gone. Okay? Did that make sense to you all? Did you all get that? I want to make sure you're getting it, because I don't want to. That's easy enough, right? So I'm actually gonna delete this because I don't want that there. All right. Alright, cool. So you have social links here, which are at the bottom. I don't want any social links in my thing, so I'm actually going to delete that. But you may want yours there. That option is there. If you want it, you can link it towards your Facebook or whatever. Let's see what else we got here. We got the like thing here. We just added that. And show stream. Let's see what it looks like with the stream. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we'll probably, I don't know, but either way, you have a Facebook like icon here as well, which I can say connect with me on Facebook at the top, maybe. Hopefully that's enough room. And the widget is already here. It'll be over here to the left somewhere if it's not already on your page now, okay? And what you would do is you will link this to your Facebook fan page, all right? It does not work on profiles. It's for Facebook fan pages. And whether you all know it or not, and this is why I've personally been spending a whole lot of time building up my fan page, is because Facebook really does not like us advertising on our profiles. Now, a lot of us have been getting away with it for a long time. You see, connect with me on Facebook. But a lot of us have been getting away with it for a long time, but they're going to start cracking down on it. You remember when you used to be able to run a sponsor ad on your profile. However, they took that away and moved it to your business pages only because they don't want you marketing. So that's why when you start putting stuff on your profile and your links get banned and all that stuff, that's why that happens, is because they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to spend money with them, which makes sense for them. Also, what I'm noticing is once you start advertising with Facebook, and I'm not trying to teach you how to do Facebook, but I'm just telling you this so that you can start building up your page, is once you start doing that, they start to give you deals on boosted posts and everything else. I mean, they start to really work with you as an advertiser because you're spending money with them. And I'm noticing, especially when I boost posts on my fan page now, that it's a whole lot cheaper. Or whenever I just make regular posts on my fan page without boosting them, that it's reaching more people because I spent money with them. All right. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. You see now I'm at 2481. I guarantee you I'll be over 2,500 by tomorrow. So I'm building that up. So that's there. I would probably put this at the top. I mean, you can organize this however you want to organize it. So I can move it to the, oh, that's not what I want to do. So I can close that. I can move it to the top. I can put recent post after that. However I want to organize it. All right, so I'm going to come over here and hit refresh. And you see now the fan page thing is here at the top. And then you scroll down, you got the newsletter, subscribe, recent posts, and then I have 2 banners there. All right, which, you know, that's cool. You can put whatever banner there you want, or you can leave the ones that's there by default. It's totally 100% up to you. All right. That's the widgets. Now we do have footer widgets as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to turn that on just in case you want to use footers. So what you would do is go under appearance again, go to theme options. And then you want to go to switch your footer on off, okay? And then you got footer background color. You can change the background color to the footer. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Let me turn it on first and see what it looks like. And then that should be on now. So let's refresh and see. All right, so there's your footer area. Now you can change the background if you want. I'm actually just going to, this looks like 250 by 250 banners from the looks of it, and I don't have any 250 by 250 banners to show you. So whenever you do a footer though, I'm a neat freak. I'm just going to tell you straight up. So you don't want to put stuff down here that's too big. Like a 350 by 250 will probably be too big because that's what these are. Now I'm looking at it. If I go full across, it's going to look weird, all right, with this size banner. But I'm going to come back to the widget area now. You can put testimonials down here, whatever you want to do, okay? Totally up to you. So this is a text footer box. What you would do is just a filler text. You delete what's there. Okay, I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to go to the image widget, drag that over here, select an image. I'm just going to select that small image of me right here. I think that's, what is that? 224 by 224. That's a little bit small, but it's cool. I'm just going to save it. Okay. And let's see if it works. Scroll down and you see, bam, it works. So I'm just going to show you an example of what you can do, ladies and gentlemen, to show you how powerful this is. Okay, so I'm going to take this, delete, and I'm just going to do the same thing here, drag that, and I'm going to take this, delete, take this, delete. Alright, and I'm just going to add image widgets to all of them. And I'm going to select the image, boom, boom, click, insert into widget, delete the caption, delete the title, hit save. And again, if you're going to put like a affiliate program or whatever it is at the bottom, make sure you open it in a new window because you don't want them to leave the window of your blog, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this again, insert into widget. I'm going to delete this stuff that's not needed, hit save, and then take it up, select image. And obviously in real life you're not going to put the same image or the same banner across this, but for time's sake I'm only doing this just to show you how it looks, okay? So obviously you will want something different at the bottom, but if you look, you see how nice that is. Okay, so imagine you having a banner of different affiliate programs or whatever you want at the bottom, or if you wanted to have a testimonial down there, an image testimonial created that's 250 by 250 here at the bottom. How clean that will look. Do you all like that? Are you all catching this? I want to make sure I'm not moving too fast. I just want to make sure I'm showing you the power of this, okay? Is that looking and sounding good? Alright, awesome. So you can fully customize and brand yourself with this. Let's see what else I need to cover. Oh, YouTube. Let's do YouTube videos. Alright, with YouTube videos, we do have a video plugin that we're working on. It's not up yet because we have to make some tweaks to it. However, if you wanted to embed a YouTube video, it's really simple. Until that comes out, all you would do is just grab the link, like so, okay? And then you're going to come back over here. Let's go to blog post, for example. I'm going to go to add new. Let's just add a new post. Alright, and what you would do is, I'm just going to do, this is MBA video, for example. What you do is just paste a link. That's it. And once you paste the link, the video automatically pops up. That was super simple, okay? Super simple, super easy. And you can choose your category. You can create categories for your blog. Like, for example, when I'm blogging about stuff, I know I'm kind of all over the place. For example, TLC, IASO, whatever, I would probably put that in the home business review section. I do have different categories I organize my stuff by, but you know, that's a whole nother training in itself. Alright, and for some reason it's not saving, but it will be by the time you get off the webinar. We will fix that as well, okay? Finding bugs as I do stuff. But once you hit the video, for the most part, I'm going to just save it as a draft because I don't want this to be live. It automatically embeds it into the blog, okay? And then I'm going to hit preview. And you see the videos there. So it is simple as that to embed your video. And then you can type, you can embed the video, obviously, and then you can go, that's not what I was trying to do. And then you can type whatever you want to type below it, XYZ, okay? That's simple. Alright, if you don't remember all this is being recorded, so you will be able to watch it again. Alright, so let me see if I covered everything on here. The subscribe form thing here, I don't know if I'm going to do that right now because this is a whole nother thing, but I guess I'll show you all just in case. What you're going to have to do first of all is to go under plugins here, and you're going to have to activate Bloom. Alright, which Bloom is here, and then you can go to opt-in forms. And like I said, right now the mailer form code is not working properly, but it will be fixed. Okay, we have to switch it from the code we're using now to standard HTML. With the Bloom, you can create whatever kind of opt-in you want. Okay, for this particular opt-in here, okay, this one, it is called a widget. Okay, so you're going to select widget. Alright, and then you select your email provider, wherever, get response, or whatever you're using. If you're using UOP Auto Mailer, you want to choose custom opt-in form. So depending on when you're watching this video, you know, you'll be able to use this. Okay, if you're watching this, today is, what's today? December 6th. So probably in a week or so, if it's any time after this date and you're watching this video, you will be able to use the embed code from Auto Mailer here. Okay. So, but if it's not that, or if it's something that's not listed, you can paste any HTML code here and it will work. Now for this example, I have get response integrated, so I would just choose get response, and then I'll wait. And you integrate your autoresponder. If you're using a third-party autoresponder, you would do that on the email accounts. And then you just select the account, and then you choose whichever list. You wait till it loads, and then you choose whichever list you're going to put them in. I'm just going to do Reginald Stinson. I'm going to hit next. Alright, and then you choose what kind of form you want to use, okay? Which I'm honestly not too familiar with this, so if I get hung up on it, you know why. But I am going to choose this one, and I'm going to hit customize. And then image above text, below text, you can upload an image from your computer, or if you have something here you want to use, you can do that. I'm going to do set as opt-in image. Now the unique thing about this is that you don't have to use a picture of yourself or a picture of anything. Okay, what you can actually do, if you really think about it, is you can create like a custom graphics. Like, let me show you what this looks like on my other blog, which I'm actually going to do this. Okay, so if you look at this one, you see this custom graphic here. You can actually create an image, or get an image created with this custom text graphic and actually upload it here instead. So instead of it displaying like this, it'll display something like this there. See what I'm saying? And then you can do slide up or whatever, which this is supposed to be a widget, so I'm probably telling you how to do this wrong. And then choose your style, whatever, button color. If you're going to use a custom image, you do not want to put any text there. Okay, so I'll probably delete this if you're using a custom image with text font on it. And then from there, you just will hit save. Okay, you can mess with the other stuff later. Alright, and then this is a widget form, so all I would do is come back under appearance, go to widgets, and then I would drag Bloom over here, which Bloom is already here, and I'm going to choose this one. I think this is it, and let's see what it looks like. Alright, and you see, there it is. Okay, there's a new form I just created. Alright, so it is as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Now obviously you can remove all this if you have custom text. I don't know if you can customize the button or not. Honestly, I haven't played around with it enough to know. But you can put that there. Now, I'm not going to have this there, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I don't want to opt-in form on my thing right now. Okay. So let me make sure I covered everything. Did I cover everything about this? Do y'all have any questions about this so far? Because I think I went over a lot. I want to make sure I covered everything as it pertains to this. You all know how to do blog posts. If you don't, there's videos on how to do that. All right. We've made it easier for you to get to the video tutorials. If you click here on video tutorials, they are there, like so. Okay, video tutorials are there, and if you go under each section and click on help, and then right here you should see some as well. Now let me see if there's any questions. All right. So nobody has any questions. That's good. All right. So we're done with the blog portion then, I believe. I think I pretty much covered everything there. Okay. So that's more than enough for you to have your stuff looking real good. Now, if you look on the recent posts, I would definitely have my recent posts here on this area. I would probably put my recent posts first at the top. So just in case people wanted to see what else you're blogging about or whatever else is on your website, they'll be able to come here and easily access it this way. We'll probably make this font a little bigger on this because it looks kind of small here. I don't know. But I would definitely make sure you have your recent post on here. Anything else can be banners or whatever else you want to put here, a like box for your fan page, that type of thing. All right. So that does it for that. Now we're going to talk about the page builder. Now with this page builder, you can do a whole lot with it. All right, a whole lot with it. And hopefully I give you enough tonight for you to do a whole lot with it. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go open that in a new window already. All right, so let me show you this page I actually created using it. Okay, now this is a page I created with the page builder, and obviously I'm using this for a solo ad to generate traffic and to build leads. Okay, so you can do that with that. Now with this landing page, like I said, you can create a complete sales funnel. You can create a product page. You can create a blog cover page. You can do anything you want to with it, literally. All right, literally, like this page here. All right, you can do something similar to this and have this yourwebsite.com, for example, whatever you want to go to. You can put a navigation bar at the top like this. And you can have your About Me page, which will go to the About Me page on your blog, your actual blog for people to click on and go to your blog, work with me, whatever else. But this was actually created with a landing page editor. So you can do the same thing with our page builder. Now I'm just going to choose first a capture page and show you how easy it is to build one. And obviously this is the reason why we did this, is because we wanted you all to use your own creativity. It doesn't matter what your experience is online. You can do this. All right, it's not really that complicated. Okay, so and you're not going to look like everybody else. I think that's what's most important. So I'm just going to choose this one. All right, for example, all right, and either the background image is too small or my monitor is too big. So I'm going to go under that page settings, background image. And maybe my monitor is too big. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Uh, left top, center, top. $100. All right, so the image is the correct size, but I'm on a 27-inch monitor, so that could possibly be the issue here. The reason why we're getting white. All right. However, if I don't want to get any white, go on to page settings, click on this icon, background image, and then I can make it a little bigger. I can go 150 like that, and boom, it fills it in perfectly. All right, or I can remove the background image if I don't want that, or I can upload my own background image. I can do anything I want. Background image, you can choose action, upload, you can search. For example, I can put total life changes, even though I know I ain't gonna find anything good for this. Oh, and nothing came back. Okay, so let's do Nashville. So you can pretty much search for anything. It's gonna go and find images. At least it used to. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's not working right now, but it will be by the time you get back to it. So that's a bug in the system that's not working, but it will be. You can search for any image and it'll come up. But anyway, if you already have an image, you can upload your own images back here. These are actually images that we got from the search field. And I actually, like I said, we're finding bugs as we do this. And on a live webinar, it's not working, but it will be by the time you start it. But you can actually search for anything that you want in the image thing here, and it will return images that will pop up, and you can just choose from one. But right now that's not working. But I actually don't want a background image at all, so I'm going to remove it altogether. Now my background color, okay, the background color here, you can change it to whatever color you want, white, red, black, whatever, okay? Let's see, background video, you can put a video back here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get rid of that. Headline, you just click, you can put learn how to earn $5 weekly, whatever you want to put. All right, and this is probably a bad thing. You can stretch it out if you want to make it look better. You see that? See how I stretched it out? See how much better that looks? Okay, click blue dot or whatever it is, square. Bring it up some so it looks a little cleaner. All right, I can get rid of this. So anything you want to do, I can change this font to white, obviously, because it's gray now. All right. So you see how easy that was. Now, obviously, the copy on this will be a whole lot better than what it is. You can change the buttons if you want. If you click on the button, you click this little tube icon. You can paste your opt-in code here, which I already have my mailing list open. So let's say, for example, I'm going to send people to this default list. This is for the UOP auto mailer. Now, if you want to use a third-party autoresponder as well, you can paste that same code here as well. It'll work fine. All right, so we're waiting to that load. So while that loads, let me see, opt-in form button, okay? You can edit the button text. You can put get instant access. You can change the font. You can make it bold. I'm going to go back. Button style, glossy or flat. I'm going to do flat. Hover colors. That means when people hover over it, what color you want them to see. I am going to do yellow. normal colors, red buttons convert pretty well. Alright, like so. Let's go back. Icon, you can add icons to it if you want, like that. I'm not going to do icons. But let's say if you did want to do that, you can do before, or you can do after. Totally up to you. But let's get rid of that. Rounded corners, you can round the corners off on the button like that. You see how it's changing. Go back, display effect. It can bounce, it can flip, it can do anything you want, which I'm not going to do any of that. You can go back, and I'm going to go back. Or if I wanted to upload my own button, I would just choose image button and hit action and upload. Alright, so you can put your own button in here, which I do have one, but it might be too big. But let's see if it's too big. I have to remember where it is. I got so much stuff saved on my computer. Where is it? That's definitely not the one. FG. Yeah. Give me a second. Graphics. That's not it. So let me just go and Google real quick and find the button. Let's do get me started. And I'm going to go to images. Oh, get started. Get started button. Boom, there it is. And when you get a button, you want to make sure that it's transparent, that it has no background. Hopefully I can find one that does not have a background. I had one on my computer, I can't find it, and I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for it. So let's see if that one is not really transparent. Let's see. Oh, this one is. That's transparent. So I'm just going to hit this one. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go on desktop. It just an example, okay? Now obviously I wouldn't use this button in real life. But we're going to do that. We're going to go, they added, and I'm just going to hit choose the button. Hit use image. And boom, there's the button, okay? Now it looks weird for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's too big or something. But there's the button. But if you didn't want to use a custom button, you can always go back to the CSS button. Like so. Now also when you're creating your page, you want to make sure you do a permalink and you want to edit it and name it whatever you want to name it. I'm going to do MLM News, for example. Or whatever you want to name the page. Make sure you always change your permalink structure. Alright, hit close, make sure you save your changes periodically, just in case something weird happened and you lose your work. So on and so forth. So now, that is the opt-in form. So let me see what else is on here. You can add new sections to this if you want. You can drag it up, which I'll show you that in a minute. Let's just keep it simple for now. Okay, so now I'm just going to click on the form. I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to hit opt-in code, and I'm going to come over here to this mailing list like I did earlier. All right. Now remember, when you're setting up mailing lists with the mailer, for each mailing list, once you follow these setup instructions on how to do this, Alright, it's very essential that you watch the videos on how to set it up. And if you don't know what the videos are, first you have to click on UOP Auto Mailer, and then you have to click Help. Actually, let's click on it again, maybe from the home page. Click on it from the actual link, okay, and then click Help, and then click Video Help 1, and there's 4 videos listed, and then Video Help 2, there's 4 more videos listed. Alright, now it may look different on your computer depending on what size monitor you have. Mine is a little bit wider because I have a big screen monitor, okay? So, but you have to be on, click on UOP Auto Mailer. You cannot be inside of one of the sublinks, or you will not see these 2 video tutorials. Now the main ones you want to focus on here is, where is it at? Creating lists and important leads. Now when you create a list, watch all the videos, matter of fact, but when you create a list here, you have to set your thank you page URL. And basically what that is whenever someone opts into this list, where do you want the auto mailer or the autoresponder to send them? And you do that by clicking on the list, clicking on edit, and then you want to do the subscribe URL redirect, okay? You want it to go wherever you want it to go. And you can modify this at any moment. So right now you can see that I am creating an opt-in page. But if I wanted to turn around and create a sales page with the same page builder, then I can wait till I create the sales page and then come back and just change the link inside of this. I believe it should work fine. If it does not, you may have to regenerate the code and paste it. I'm not 100% sure on that because I haven't tried it that way. But for this example, I'm going to go back and click on mailing list. And then I'm going to click offsite. And then I'm going to go to HTML. I don't want to show custom fields. The mailing list I want is the default list. Click generate offsite code. And then it's going to load and do what it does. And then I'm just going to grab the code like this. And then I'm going to come back over here, paste the code, hit process. And save it. Hit publish to make it live, and then go to the site. Now I'm just going to type anything in here. Now you see I had it going to reginaldstinson.com, and that's what it's going to do. If it works, oh, there it is. Alright, and then went to reginaldstinson.com. Okay, so it's working perfectly. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and that works. Okay, so the opt-in page is done. Now, obviously, you can do, well, first, before I go back and say anything else, does that make sense? Now, obviously, if you create an opt-in page, you want to be more catchy with it, with your subject. So I can put $500 weekly. Oh, hold on. Will train, something like that. $500 weekly from home. Will train. Something catchy, because if you wouldn't click on it, they ain't gonna click on it either. Will train. And then you can put call to action, font size. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. so people can see it. See how easy that is to create your own thing and how you can look different from everybody else? Alright, something like that. I mean, somebody will probably fill that out. You know, what I find sometimes the simpler and the uglier your forms are, the more opt-ins you get overall. Alright, so let me make sure everybody's saying that makes sense. Okay, but Nita said it makes sense. Does it make sense to everybody else that's on the webinar? Did that make sense before I move on? I'm not going to move on until I get another yes. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to exit that one. Alright, so that's part one. Okay, I'm probably going to give you 3 examples to show you what you can do. Alright, so let's do this again. So let's say if you wanted to do something a little bit more fancier. Now you can create from scratch. Honestly, I've never tried to do anything from scratch, but I know you can. But I'm not going to do that on this because it may take a little longer to do that. But you can create from scratch and drag and drop your own elements wherever you want them at. But now I'm just going to choose this one, and let's say if you wanted something a little more custom, tailor-made for you. I'm just going to choose this thing because it looks like, you know, it has stuff in it, different elements I can probably work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that. Alright, and I'm actually going to drag and drop an image element here. I'm going to click on it, click the settings button, click on this. I'm going to upload an image. Click on upload. So I'm going to upload from my computer. And let's see, Nashville, where is it at? Backgrounds. Alright, so I'm going to choose something. So these already have the backgrounds extracted. Now typically if you're going to do something like this, you may want to fade out the bottom. I do have some with the bottom faded. Let me see if I can find those. I have some like that. I have to find them. And that's not it. And UOP, here we go. Kinda. Yeah, these are not the ones I was looking for, but let me see. This is the ones I was looking for. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to choose this one. So if you are going to create a page like this, you want to make sure that it's a full body shot with your feet and everything showing. Or you want to fade it out at the bottom like I did here. You see how I faded that out? Now that's fire in it. Y'all like that? And you see how you can really do whatever you want to do with this. Now if I wanted to get rid of this blue headline, I can. I can add whatever I want to add over here. I can drag and drop elements. Any type of page that you want to create. Let me see what I'm going to do now. Hold on a second. Alright, so let me get rid of the logo. So I'm going to remove the logo. Actually, yes, I want to remove the logo. Alright, and let me see. What is this? No, that's not what I want to do. Alright, so I am going to columns. Make sure that's transparent. You see how I did that? I put a column up there, but it's transparent. Now, I don't know how to get rid of that line there, but that's cool. We'll make it work with the line for now, okay? So I'm going to drag more columns up here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing here in a minute, okay? I'm going to click on it, click that, background color, transparent, okay? And alright, so now I'm just going to put some text. So let's do, and I'm just going to show you how to create splash page. I'm going to do home, and I'm going to not do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to center it like so. And you all see what I'm doing, right? You can, like I said, you can do whatever you want to do with this. I mean, you can create your, if you want to sell some product on here, I mean, whatever you want it to do. There's a way to get rid of these lines. I just don't know how to do it right now. You can do home. You can drag more text here. I can do about me. Okay, and I'm gonna do paragraph. What was the font size for that one? 28? Nah, it couldn't have been 28. 18. I'm gonna center it. You can center it, or you can go left. It don't matter. I'm gonna choose this. Boom. You see how easy that is? And then I can move the column over some more, and then I can drag more text here, and then I can do work with me, and then you can do paragraph, you can do that, this 20 font, and boom. And you can actually link these to an external website. So let's say, for example, if I wanted to link it to a website, I can highlight that, hit this, insert link, and I'm going to do http://joinreginald.com. I want it to open in a new window, hit OK, and boom, there you go. And you can choose, look like it changed that a little bit. Alright, so you can do that. I can change the font back to white. And there it is. Alright, but it still should be linked. Alright, so once you put a link, you have to change everything back. So that's pretty much how you can build a blog splash page. This can be a splash page. You can put your blog, a link to your actual blog. Here, the same thing you saw on the other page, that's how you can do it. If you wanted to add a form or something to it, you see opt-in form here, you can drag that over here, boom. Alright, and you can just customize it according to however you want it. Opt-in form fields, you got style 1, style 3, style 4. It changes according to whatever you want to do. Field style, you can do style 2, style 3, for whatever. Alright, you can change the button, you can do all that good stuff. If you wanted to get rid of that, obviously you can add testimonials and stuff on here. You can add a video. If I want to grab a video from YouTube, let's go to YouTube for example. Let's say if you created your own video for your company, for example, whatever your company is. Alright, I'm just going to grab this video here. And I'm going to hit share. I'm going to go to embed, and I'm just going to grab this code here. Alright, and then I'm going to come back over here. And where's the video icon? Video element. You can put a video here, but that's too small, so I'm not going to put it there. Alright, so let's see where I want the video at. Let's see if I can put it here. Actually, I need to add another element. Let's see. Okay, that's not going in there for some reason. Let's see. Let's try right here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to put that there. I probably didn't even need to put that box element there, to be honest with you. Let's remove that. Let's do the video element there. And if you add something anywhere and you notice it's kind of close like that, what you would do is go to spacer here, this little double arrow, drag it between it, and then it'll put some space right there between it. Click on the video, hit the settings button, paste the YouTube link. Actually, you can just do the link. Let me grab the link. Alright, you don't need the code, just the link. You can set it to autoplay if you want, and then hit save. Now the thing about this is if you do the link, I don't know what size the video is going to be. I don't think you can edit the size of the video. You're just kind of stuck with whatever they give you if you use the link. So let's see what that look like. So that's the downside of that. But if you wanted to customize the player in the video to be a bigger size, then you need to use something else. Now I can't see that because I need to edit the permalink. So let's edit this to NBA page. Okay. And if you hit preview and it don't show it, you may have to publish the page. I've noticed sometimes it does that. Sometimes it wants you to publish the page before you can preview it. Yeah, you see, so I'm going to have to publish the page. And then I'm going to hit preview. And then there it is. Alright, so now you see the videos there. It's auto playing, it's doing everything it needs to do. It's kind of small, but you know, we'll work with that. I don't know if you can resize it. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, you can resize it. Yeah, so if you want the video to be bigger, all you do is click on it and then just drag it out like this. Alright, hit save changes. Well, I hit the wrong button. Get rid of that one. Come back, hit save changes, and then hit this. And you see the video is bigger and it starts automatically. Alright, so let's say if you wanted to put some text above that, like a call to action. You can put your text, you can put weight, whatever. I'm just example. Now let's do this. Your company presentation. Or let's say compensation plan. Compensation plan overview. Because a lot of you all are going to be creating sales funnels and stuff like this. So if you record a video and you wanted to put it on your page, you can. Or if somebody else did and you wanted to put it on your page, you can. And like I said, the reason why we did this is because I thought it was the best course of action for everybody to look unique versus us just giving you something, you know, that you can't really customize. So I'm sure you can appreciate that. So you can do that. You can, let's see. Okay, so you can do that. All right, so you see how this is shaping out to be a sales page. So now you can do whatever you want to do up here at the top, or if you don't want to do the home and all that, you don't have to do that. I need to figure out, let me see if I can figure out how to remove these lines real quick. I know there has to be a way to remove these lines. Transparent. Yeah. Borders, none. Box opacity. Maybe it's not. I just can't find it right now. But I'm sure if there is a way, I'll do another video on it because I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. But it has to be a way to remove those lines. Got to be a way. That's those separators. But anyway, if you don't want to use this at all, which I don't for this purpose, I'm just going to delete that. I just want to show you you can do it. And then let's say if I didn't want this blue thing up here, I just click on it. Let me move this webinar thing out the way and delete. Okay, you don't have to use that. See, these pre-configured themes pretty much give you a layout of everything according to how you would probably want it. Oh, the lines don't show when it's live. Oh, cool. So I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind, ladies and gentlemen. The lines actually don't show when it's live. It only shows when you're editing to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Sorry about that, losing my mind. But you see here, this is how it looks before I deleted everything. Home, about me, work with me, whatever. If I click on work with me, a new link is going to open. Okay? So you could create a splash page for your blog. You can literally link your blog to this. First you can create a home page like this. All right? Have your website go to it, and then link your blog, or have another website, have your blog website on here that'll take people to your blog, and then link it to whatever page you want to do, whatever else you want to do with it. But you know, some people call these splash pages or home pages, which basically introduce yourself. So you can have a nice picture of yourself with a signature like this, faded out at the bottom. You want to fade the bottom. And then you can list something about yourself. You can do an attention-grabbing hotline like work with me, six-figure income earner, or work with me and learn how you can earn an extra $500 a week part-time. And then you can put the benefits and features of working with you here if you want, or you can put a video of yourself, a small video of yourself here, branding yourself here as well. And then you can do a company overview at the bottom, or you can just get rid of everything at the bottom. It's 100% up to you. Okay? Did that make any sense? And someone asked about Facebook comments. Yes, you can add Facebook comments. You will do Facebook comments simply by dragging over comment. I believe, let me see what this is. I don't even know what this is. Something comment. Let's see what this is. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. You can add Facebook comments via HTML, but let's see what comments this is. It's a comment thing here. Oh, there it is right there. So Facebook is already integrated. So all you would do is just click on comment and drag it over. It's already integrated. You may have to, oh, you don't have to do anything important. Okay, you have to integrate Facebook by clicking this link here. Okay, whenever you click that link, it'll integrate Facebook. Or you could put discuss comments as well. So whichever one you want to integrate, you can do that way. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. Did all this make sense? I thought this was gonna take 2 hours, but it don't look like it is. All right, so you see that you can fully customize and brand yourself with this system. Now, another thing that you can do is you can export pages. You can save it as a template. You can save it as a template, which I'm not going to save this as a template, which means if you save this as a template, this simply means that whenever you go and select pages again on the front end, this page will be showing up and you can just edit from the template that you create, which I'm not going to do that. Or what about the countdown timers? Okay, countdown timers, they are here. You see that there, and I can just put this there. Okay, and then I just click on it, hit the 2 button. Countdown setup, I can do evergreen, which honestly, you know, I don't even know what evergreen means. But you can say 1 day until this offer is expired or something. I guess that's what that means. And then I can click on it again. I can make it design. I can make the text bigger. Okay, you see how big that is? Like that. All right, you can do a shadow. You can change the color of it. You can change fancy text. Whatever you want to do. I mean, you can do that. Countdown setup, you can do evergreen, you can do cookie based, which I recommend if you're going to do evergreen that you do cookie based. And basically what that means is whenever a user comes to your website, you can say that they have 24 hours to act on a particular offer. And it's only going to be for that particular person. All right. So whenever they come back and the timer is expired, you know, whatever, you know they missed out on the offer, or it's just kind of a fear of loss type thing. So it's cookie based, which means that whenever a new person comes on the site, they're going to have 1 day, or you can set it to whatever you want before it expires. Or you can do an exact date, which means that you're actually doing a real launch of a webinar or something like that. You can create webinar squeeze pages with this as well. It integrates with, I believe it integrates with GoToWebinar, if I'm not mistaken. It integrates with Phenom Live as well. You can just, you know, create your webinar page and then turn around and use the thank you page for Phenom Live in here in your form or whatever to link to the page. So you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. Okay, did I answer your question? Oh yeah, it did. All right, another thing that you can do is, I forgot to talk about this. It's so much stuff back here that honestly I don't use it all. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. But you can do a bottom slider. Hit that. And every time a page is loaded, you can do first time visitor, user cannot close slider, whatever you want to do for that. And there's a slider element area. So you can kind of click and put what you want to put in the slider. I'm not going to, actually let me get rid of all this stuff at the bottom. There's too much stuff on here. So I'm going to get rid of this page here. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to get rid of this. Don't want that. Delete that. Get rid of this. Boom. I'm going to get rid of all of that. So whenever the blue line, whatever the blue line is around, I don't know if you can see that good, that's what's going to be deleted. I don't need all that stuff. So we're going to get rid of that. Boom. All right, so copyright, make sure you put your copyright company name, whatever your company name is. Make sure you put that there at the bottom. So I'm going to do Stinson Marketing Group, LLC. I don't have a privacy page. I'm going to delete that. And there we go. Actually, it's 2015 now. All right. There we go. All right, that's simple. Now here's the bottom slider area. So I'm just gonna make this red. Oh, hold on a second. Red font, and I'm gonna make it kind of big. You can put a countdown clock here or whatever you want to put here. Let's actually do a countdown here. This is, you can edit text. Also insert any element here. Oh, let me get rid of that. Hold on. Generate edit text. Alright, so you can put a countdown clock here at the bottom. Honestly, let me see if this is gonna work because I haven't used this before, but I know you can do it. So we're just gonna put that there, and I'm gonna save it. And did I save it or did I open it? Save. Alright, so let's refresh. Yes, and it did work. And you see how that slid in at the bottom? So whenever you drag an element there at the bottom, you can put like offer expires or something at the bottom with a countdown timer at the bottom if you want to do that. I know some of you all seen pages like that before. You can do that with this. Also, you can come back over here. You can do a pop-up. And you can edit the pop-up. Edit. Oh, I guess I need to enable the pop-up first, then edit. And then whatever you want to put in the pop-up, you can put, you just drag it in here. You can do title, you can drag a video, edit the pop-up, you can put a video in here. Whatever you want to do. Do y'all see the power of this, or am I just talking to myself? Because y'all are super quiet tonight. Alright, so you can put a video in there. Let's see, I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to come back, copy, and I'm just going to paste, same video, disable controls. I don't want you to be able to control it. So let's say if people come to your page, you want it to pop up, like, hey, welcome to my website. Whatever you want to do, you can put text, you can put an opt-in form in here, you can do whatever you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to save it, and I'm going to show you how I look, and you can tell how you want it to display. Now I had it to show up every time the page loads, so watch what happens. Alright, there's the video. You see? You see that pop up? Do y'all see that? You see it. You see how powerful that is? Pretty awesome, right? Oh man. Okay. All right. So, what else we can do with this? You can do an exit splash. Basically, this means is when somebody try to leave your page, you can put a message like "wait, don't leave" or whatever, and then when they click to stay on the page, it can redirect them to another website. Have any of you all seen that before? You all seen that before, right? All right, so it's kind of like when you try to leave a website, and then whenever you create a website and they try to leave, that pops up. Okay, that's what that is. And then you have the gateway page, which honestly, I honestly don't even know what a gateway page is. So, gateway page basically means it's a page, a shielded page that will show before they can access the content on your page. So they have to take a certain action before they can actually see the content on your page. You can disable right-click on your page if you want. So people can't copy the text on your page. And you can do an attention bar, which these are pretty nice. And these actually show up at the top. So I'm going to put welcome to my website. And then link text, click here. You can put a URL if you want. I'm going to put http Phenom.com. You can do background. Let's do red and font color white. Okay, that works. And I'm going to save it. And I'm just going to refresh and show you what that looked like. And you all, let's get rid of that. And now you see the power of that at the top. All right. So that's pretty cool. So how do I tie all of this together? Because somebody asked, well, how do you create a funnel? Well, that's what we're doing right now. Okay. So this is my sales page. The other page was my opt-in page. All right. So I will have this link, this button here actually go to a website link. So I would just click on the button here, click on this, and then the target URL will be the website that I would want it to go to. So I'll put http, and let's pretend this is your company. I am Phenom.com or whatever. And when you're creating a sales page, you don't want to open this in a new window. I want this to open in the same window if they're going to take action after watching the video. Now, obviously, I would change the text on this button. Okay, so I'm going to hit save, like so, and then I'm done with the page. So I'm going to hit exit editor. Okay, and I'm going to leave the page. All right, so the sales page is done. So how do I link them both together? It's really simple. Okay, I am going to grab, this is the page I actually just created. I'm going to let's see if I can change the title. Oh, I didn't. Another thing, let me go back in here. I forgot to show y'all one thing. That's why this weird text is showing. You want to make sure you click on this settings, click on page settings, and page info SEO. Okay. I'm going to do your company rocks. So whatever you want to put here, this is going to show up in Google. This is going to show up when you post it on Facebook, whatever. Your description, you want to do 2 sentences. Okay, here. Keywords, whatever, your company name, obviously, your name, etc. Save changes, and then we're done. Okay, now I'm going to go out. All right, and you see your company rocks is there. So where's that? Okay, so this is the squeeze page I just created. This is the sales page. So the squeeze page is one part of the funnel. This is the front end of the funnel. All right, this is the front end of the funnel, right? All right, want to make sure you all are following me. Okay, you got fed. This is the back end of the funnel. So how do I tie it all together? I'm going to grab this link, hit copy, and if I wanted to work with the UOP auto mailer, for example, for this default list, all right, I'm probably going to have to regenerate another form code. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Okay, I'm going to go to mailing list. And this is the list I want my subscribers to go to for this particular funnel, okay, which is the default list. So I'm going to hit edit, and then I am going to just paste that link here and here, both places. If you leave your email here, it's going to notify you every time someone subscribes. And then I am going to hit, I don't want to show no custom fields. I'm going to hit save. And boom, that's it. Okay. Now I might have to regenerate a form code again. I don't know, but let's see. I'm going to refresh the page. Let's refresh it again. And I'm going to see if this is going to work. Okay. If it don't, then I'm going to have to generate a new form code. All right. So this is how you tie the two together inside the system. Okay. And I didn't have to regenerate a form code. So that's all you have to do. That's how you create a funnel, ladies and gentlemen, with the system. Now, if you're using some third-party autoresponder or whatever, all you would do is just take this page here, and then you would go to Aweber, get response or whatever, put it in the thank you page spot, and then just paste the embed code in the capture page section. Okay, which I'm not going to show you how to do that unless people ask, but that's how you tie it in if you're using our system. All right, Andrea, did that make sense for you? Does this show you how to do Google Hangouts? Yeah, it's really simple. If you go under Phenom Live, oh, I don't think I can show you all the way. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see. Let me look at these questions first. This is insane. Okay. Okay. Yes, we see it. Yes, this is going to be. Kim, you a mess. All right, so yeah, this is going to be a learning curve for people that are new to the internet. However, once you really learn how to use it, once you start using it, it gets easy. It seems like a lot right now because a lot of you all are pretty new to the internet. You don't really do this a whole lot, so that's why it seems kind of overwhelming. But once you use this, it's going to be easy. So all you would do is create a webinar here, and I don't have this linked up properly yet, so I don't even know if this is going to work right. But all you would do is create a webinar, and you're going to name it. This is your company, and then this is for your records. This is for live webinar. You can do an evergreen webinar. You can clone, whatever. All right. You can hit your title, host. I'm going to do Reginald Stinson. Event date. Click on it. It's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to do Central Time. If I can find it. Let's see. Chicago. Where's Chicago? Okay, Chicago is Central Time for me. But normally we do Eastern, so that'll be New York. I know New York is on here. And we will do create webinar. Okay? And once you hit oh man, once you hit create webinar, you just kind of go through each step. View registration page. This is what the registration page look like. You can do a video on here or an image. All right, but the good thing about this is that you don't have to use these registration pages because right now, let me get rid of this in this. Because right now there's only like 3 templates or something in here. Because we figure people are going to want to customize their own. Here's what the thank you page look like. Once people register, which I believe you can modify that. Get rid of that. Here's what the countdown timer look like. It's a countdown timer. You can modify certain things on this as well, which it's not going to count down now because there's nothing to count down. Here's the webinar page, which for some reason I'm not seeing it. Maybe because it's preview. Yeah. So then you click on the blog template. You can do that. You can edit it however you want to edit. Registration page. You just kind of go through it step by step. Banner settings. You can do a banner, or you can hide the banner. Background. You just kind of go through each and every step one by one, which I don't want to go through that right now. You can even charge for the webinar. Here, you can do a free webinar or a paid webinar. You know, it's totally up to you, okay? You just have to go through all the settings. I don't have everything set up here, so mine is probably not going to work all the way right. Preview webinar page. Let me see here. But that's pretty much it on that. Let me see, because we were doing something with this last week, and I want to make sure that this is working. If you don't see Phenom live, you have to activate it, Thomas. So just go under plugins and then activate Phenom live. That's probably why you don't see it, because you haven't activated it yet. So every plugin is not activated because people are not. We knew people weren't going to use everything, but we just kind of gave, you know, that option for you to be able to use it. So here's how the live page actually looks. Okay, people can ask their questions. You know, you can put GIFs there. You can do anything you want on the page. Okay. The replay page pretty much looks the same, kind of, but that's pretty much how all of that works. Now, another thing about the page builder, before I forget about this, is you can export and import templates for your team. So let's say, for example, your team members get this system and you create a page that's converting like crazy and you wanted to share it with them. You can actually export it. So all you do is you can go under here, the setting, click export, and then it'll give you like this text file here. Okay, hold on a second. All right, and then what you would do is, I think I'm doing this right, but let's find out. I'm gonna just click on this one, for example, but I believe they can choose any template. Go here, click on import, and then let's see where that file went. Okay, but that didn't work yet. But that's pretty much how you do it. Now, it's not working now, but it will be by the time you do it. I'm writing this down. Let's see. Import. All right, so there's a bug there, but that's pretty much how you do it. You can export and import your pages in to the system that way and share it with your team. So we haven't really tried to do it yet, but I'm glad we did, because now we found that bug, and now I'll let my programmer know to fix that. So do any of you all have any question as it pertains to anything right now at the moment? Any questions? Anybody excited? I'm going to put the recording inside of the Facebook group. And I'll email it out too as well. And the recording will be on the website whenever that's done too. I don't know where we're going to put it. We'll put it somewhere. But it's definitely going to be emailed out. It's going to be posted inside of the Facebook group. And it's going to be in the members area for this as well, because we're going to have a separate members area from the marketing system more than likely, because we're going to be doing a lot of webinars. Just send me a search Internet Marketing Phenom on Facebook, and you should see the Facebook group. If you don't, then send me a message and I'll send you the direct link. Yes, if people have sales pages made, they can share them inside of the group, yes. But everybody in the group not in the same company, so I don't know how this one work here. This is a universal system, so if it's a generic page or whatever, people can take it and, you know, do whatever they want to do from it. They can do that. Have a couple more minutes because I'm hungry. My stomach is touching my back right now, so I need to go cook. But I'm here to answer a couple more questions. I haven't eaten since this morning. All right. Thank you, Andrea, for posting that. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. I don't want to hold you up on this Sunday afternoon. I don't really see any more questions coming in yet. Hold on, wait a minute. So this sales page for the system we're looking for. Yes, this is the sales page for Internet Marketing Phenom. So it'll be available sometime tomorrow. I have it set up to go live tomorrow after the webinar, but I'm going to attempt to have it done before then. I just have to put the video page, the video sales letter page video on there. I was working on it earlier, but honestly, I got a migraine and I just started laying down. So probably because I didn't eat. Shopping cart. Yes, we already have a shopping cart. We already have a shopping cart, and I didn't show you all how to do that. But basically, in a nutshell, if you wanted to create your own products, you can do it two different ways. First, you can do it by just creating a page here. All right. Let me show you, for example. Let me see if I can use this page as an example. I'm going to get rid of that. All right, so let's say, for example, you want to do two columns. I'm going to do two columns. I'm going to click on this. And let's see here, transparent. Boom. There you go. Now, let's say if you wanted to sell your product, you can do photo there, photo there. Okay. All right. So this is your product. These are your products. All right. So I'm just gonna go and grab something. I'm gonna do healthy ISOT. All right. And I'm just going to grab this, for example, because I know a lot of you all selling tea, okay? So I'm just going to grab a tea picture. All All right, and this one happens to be transparent. You see the little checkerboards? That means it's a transparent picture. So I'm just going to grab that one. I'm going to hit Save As, and I'm going to hit that on the desktop. Now let's do NutriBurst for example, and this is just an example. And let's see it. This one is transparent too, but it's not a big enough image, but I'm going to save it anyway. Alright, and it does not have to be this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just grabbing this because this is what I knew. I can find the images, what I was looking for. So I'm going to click on that image, click Action, Upload, boom, click on this. Because a lot of you all want shopping carts, but honestly, you're not really selling a whole lot of stuff yet. We have a shopping cart though. I'm going to show you that too. But this is actually using the builder in itself. So you see that image is in there. Now if I wanted to resize it, I just kind of drag it down, boom, there you go. Okay. Now I'm going to add the other picture in here. I'm going to click Upload, and then go to NutriBurst. And boom, you got two products there. Okay, you can kind of drag it, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, you know, from there. Now you're probably asking, well, how do I add a pay button to it? Let's say if you only want to sell one of these products, okay? What you would do is, let me get rid of this text and this. Now obviously I wouldn't use this thing here. What you would do is just grab this HTML code and you want to drag it in there. I mean, you want to drag it over here. And all you would do is just go to PayPal and create a PayPal button in PayPal. I'm not going to show you how to do that tonight. You can YouTube how to create a PayPal button because I don't want to log into my PayPal account and do all that stuff. But you can create a PayPal button, paste the HTML code here, put whatever price you want to charge for the tea, and whenever somebody click under here, it'll be redirect to PayPal and they can pay you for whatever your product is. You can do the same thing here for this. Go to PayPal, create another button for this because you have to create a different button for each product when you're doing it this way, and then set the price, and then the PayPal button to be here as well. Or you can use any type of payment system that you want to use that generates an HTML button. Now, if you do it this way, you actually have more customization this way because you can design a page with your video at the top. You can put an opt-in form. You can do a whole lot more if you were to design it this way, because what I'm finding is that a lot of people are only selling 1 or 2 products from their company, or they're only selling 3 to 4. And technically, you don't really need a shopping cart for that. All right, you can just go to PayPal and generate a button and have everything you need there. And PayPal will allow people to choose multiple quantities of product if they wanted to do that. Now, if they wanted to buy separate stuff, they'll have to come back and buy again. But I mean, for the most part, you know, that's not a big deal. All right. So hopefully that answered that question, because this gives you a lot more customization than a shopping cart in itself. Because again, most people are not really selling, you know, a whole lot of stuff to have a major shopping cart. Now we do have one though, and he's probably, is there a video for this or no? I don't know what you mean by that, Tarlisha. But we haven't finished recording our tutorials yet, but we will. So as we get questions, we'll finish them all up. You see he moved domain mapping, so I see he's making changes to the system. So, but we do have a shopping cart. It's called WooCommerce, and I don't have it active right now. But if you go under plugins and activate WooCommerce, that is your shopping cart, which pretty much works the same way. Like if you're selling a whole lot of stuff, like a whole bunch of clothes, or you have a whole lot of different items, you can add different products to that very easy and integrate it very easy. Also, he was going to do this today, but we ended up working on some other stuff. He's going to add more WooCommerce themes in here if you have not done so already. But here's a storefront theme here, and he's going to add more to this. But again, I don't recommend this unless you are selling a whole lot of different items, but the option is there. Now, if you're going to create a storefront for yourself like this, you have 5 different websites that you can create. Like if you look here, I got the Hope Giver, and TLC T-Talks. So if I'm going to create a storefront, I'm not going to create it on my main website with my blog and stuff, because whatever changes that you make, okay, like if you change the theme for this domain name, for example, thehopegiver.net, it's going to change and alter everything that I do here. All right, this whole thing is going to change if I change the theme. So I don't want to do that necessarily. All right, so I would, if I'm going to create a storefront, I would just do it under a new blog like this one. Create a new website. All right, I'm going to show you this and I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, so you see this is a completely different new website. And if you don't know how to do that, just go to Home, My Sites, and then create a new site, and then you can do that. And then for your new website, all right, thehopegiver.net is my primary website. Now for your new sub-sites or your micro niche sites or whatever you want to call them, you can domain map those too and brand those completely different from your main website. So if this is going to be my store website, I can do tlcttalks.com or mystoresite.com or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not specific to a particular company. Okay? But just wanted to show you that. Or whatever you want to do. For any site you could create, you can completely brand it with a different domain name for each site. You have 5. All right, so we gave you that ability to do that, and that way, if you want to create a storefront, do it on a completely different domain name. Don't do anything else on that website, but deal with the storefront. That's it, and you'll be able to access that from the drop down. So this website will be all about the store. You know, if I want to build a list for the store, you know, I can use the autoresponder as well, which just starts over on this website. Like each site gets its own new everything, if that makes sense. You see here, this store has no subscribers or anything, but the cool thing about it is that I can integrate my one autoresponder from the main website to work with anything on this website, if that makes sense. Okay, so you're not limited to that. So if I go back to my main website, all right, and click on overview, you see that I have subscribers in there. But whenever you create a new website, you have to reset up everything on a new website because it's a new website. It's not already going to be set up for you. So whenever you create a new website, you have to go through the setup process again for that new website for each feature that you want to use, like the auto mailer. However, if I create a store website, I'm just going to use this main auto mailer for the store website. I'll just create a list and use the custom web form code for an opt-in form or whatever I may create on the other website. So hopefully that made sense. Yes, domain mapping is similar to domain masking, absolutely. How do you delete one of the websites? The delete option is not there yet, but it will be. I asked for that delete option. Let me write that down, delete option, domain mapping. All right, it's not there yet. I asked for it. The reason why it wasn't there because some people may delete something by mistake, and then they may want us to restore it, and we wouldn't be able to. You'll be screwed once you delete it. So that's why it's not there now, but I'll ask him to see if he thinks that's a good idea to add it. Ask my programmer. All right, so hopefully that's to set you straight. I am right. Yeah, because if they delete it, it's over and done with. Okay, Brian, to delete the picture from my website, you have to go, I mean from your website, you have to go under Appearance, go to Theme Options, and then once you go to Theme Options, you'll be able to change the picture here, okay? You can remove my picture and add your own picture, or you can get rid of the picture altogether, do a custom header. By clicking on header, it tells you the size you can make the header, all that good stuff. We cover that in the beginning of the webinar. Avatars, it depends on where you're trying to use the avatar at. I know, I forgot how you do it, but you see my picture is showing up here with gravatar.com. I think that's what it is. I forgot how I even got this here. But it's something I did a long time ago that has this picture, so whenever I use that email, it shows up automatically. But it depends on how you're thinking about using it. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. We're over 2 hours, and I am starving. So I will put the recording out as soon as it's done. It may be sometime tomorrow, I'm going to be honest with you. But the recording will be going out. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask inside of the Facebook group. If you are not inside of the Facebook group, here's the link to join it, okay? Go ahead and request to join the Facebook group, ask questions. I'll help you. Other people, customers in the group that are familiar with certain things, they'll be able to help as well. But until next time, we'll see you all. You all have a blessed night.